Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 15, video number 4. Today we are on page 140 and 141 in our instruction book. So today our goal is to use our knowledge of adding 3 or more two-digit numbers to solve some word problems. So we are going to be practicing finding those two-digit numbers that have ones that can make a group of 10. So let's look at number 1 on page 140. It says complete each box using a number from the box at the right. Okay, so letter A, it says 45 plus a missing part equals 100. So remember, 100 is 10 groups of 10. So that means that we are making a group of 10 with our second part. So remember, we can look at our ones place to see what we can add to make a group of 10. So looking at 5 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 plus 5 makes 10. Which part over here would make a group of 10 with 45? 39, 55, or 77? Which one would I add with 45 to make a group of 10? I would add 55 because 5 ones and 45 plus 5 ones and 55 would make a group of 10. So if I added 10 to 4 tens and 5 tens, I would have 10 tens. All right, let's look. So we've used 55. Let's look at letter B. We are adding a part to 23 to make 100. What part would I put with 3 to make 10? Let's start at 3 and count to 10 to see what we would add in our ones place. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would need a part, a number with 7 ones. Which number has 7 ones? 77. So Smarties, what are you noticing that I am doing to find the correct number? Where am I looking? Am I looking in my tens place or my ones place? I'm looking in my ones place. I'm using the part that I know. So let's look at letter C, 61. So I need a part, I need a group of ones that I can put with 1 to make a 10. So I can start at 1, the part that I know, and count up to 10 to find the missing part. So let's do that. Let's start at 1 and count on to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many ones do I need to make 10? I would need 9 ones. So 39, if I put 39 here and I add that 1 plus 9 ones, I would have 10 ones. So that would make a 10. I would add that 10 to 6 tens, or I would add that 10 to 3 tens, so 40. So 60 plus 40 would equal 100. All right, so we can look at those ones, that ones place to help us make tens. Let's go to number 2. All right, a train has 4 cars. The number of people in each car is 25, 18, 24, and 15. Which of the sentences below are true? Circle all the correct answers. All right, so the first thing that we should probably do is 1, read it again, and then 2, solve that problem. So let's read it again. A train has 4 cars. The number of people in each car is 25, 18, 24, and 15. Which of the sentences below are true? So we know this week we've been practicing adding more than two two-digit numbers. So we've been adding 3 or 4 two-digit numbers. We are going to do that right now and then circle all the sentences that are true about our answer, our total, okay? So let's start by writing the numbers. So we have 25. plus 18 plus 24 and 15. Okay, I'm also going to show the value of these numbers. So 25 is 20 plus 5. 18 is 10 plus 8. 24 would be 20 plus 4, and 15 would be 10 plus 5. Now you can solve it with like this, but I'm going to solve it where I have the value of my tens and ones split. All right, so let's start by our ones place. I already see two groups of 1 that I can make a 10. Now I can add 10 plus 4. 10 plus 4 is 14, and 14 plus 8. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 in the ones place. All right, and now I'm going to add my tens. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 more. 5 tens. 5 plus 1 10. 5 tens plus 1 10 is 6 tens, which has a value of 60. If I put 60 plus 22 together, I would have 8 tens and 2 ones. So 82 is our whole. All right, so let's read these sentences to see if this is true. The number of 2 people in 2 cars add up to 40. Okay, so if I just added 2 cars, so let's say I added 25 plus 18. If I added 25 plus 18, well, looking at what I have right here, 25 plus 18, so 20 plus 5 and 10 plus 8. If I put those together, 5 plus 8 is 13, and 20 plus 10 would be 30. Okay, so in 2 cars, 30 plus 13, that would be 43. So that is not true, right? Let's try another group. Let's try 18, 10 plus 8, and 15, 10 plus 5. We know that 8 plus 5 is 13, and 10 plus 10 is 20. So the number of people in 2 of the cars add up to 40. So 20 plus 13, that also does not add up to 40. That would only be 20 plus 10 plus 3, so 33. That is also not true. So we will not be circling that one. But hold on. Let's try one more. Let's see, 25. I'm going to try to add my parts that have groups of ones that can make a 10. 25 plus 15. Let's see. 25 plus 15. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So the number of people in 2 cars can add up to 40. Is that true? Yes. So I had to try all different combinations to find the right answer. So I needed to find 2 parts that would make a group of 10. All right, B says there are more than 100 people on the train. Is that true? We had 82 people altogether. So would that be true? No. Let's look at C. Fewer than 100 people are on the train. Would that be true? Do we have less than 100 people on the train? Yes. And D, there are 82 people on the train. Is that true? That is true. All right, let's move on to number 3. It says a park has 25 oak trees, 25 maple trees, 25 elm trees, and 32 pine trees. What is the total number of trees? Circle the correct answer. So let's circle the parts that we are adding. A park has 25 oak trees, 25 maple trees, 25 elm trees, and 32 pine trees. What is the total number of trees? So we are adding those 4 parts to find our total. So let's put these numbers, let's put these 4 parts together. All right. Do you see 2 numbers that have ones that can make a group of 10? Look in your ones place. Do you have 2 numbers that have enough ones to make a group of 10? Yes, we have 25 plus 25. That's a doubles fact. So then we will add 25 plus 32. So let's add 25 plus 25 first. So already I have 2 tens plus 2 tens would be 4 tens or 40. Plus 5 plus 5 is 10. So 40 plus 10 would equal 50. Now I'm going to add 25 plus 32. We can look at our ones place, Smarty. So 5 ones plus 2 ones would be 7 ones. 3 tens plus 2 tens would be 5 tens. So 50 plus 57. Let's think about that, Smarties. If I know that 5 plus 5 makes a group of 10, what does that mean 50 plus 50 makes? A group of 100. So we would have 10 tens in our ones place. 0 ones plus 7 ones would be 107. We had 10 tens or 107 ones. So which letter has the correct answer? Letter C. All right, let's move on to number 4. It says Pablo picks 2 cards with ones digits that make a 10. Which 2 cards does he pick? All right, so look at these cards. I'm going to put a line under my ones. Okay, so look at your ones place in all of these numbers. There are 2 numbers that have groups of ones that can make a 10. Which 2 numbers can make a group of 10? Look at 27. Let's think about what part we would need to add to make 10. So we'll start at 7 and count on to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we would need a number with 3 ones to make a 10. So 27 plus 48. Well, that number has 8 ones, so it's not going to work. What about 27 plus 43? 7 plus 3 would make 10. So if I added 20 plus 7 and 43, 7 ones plus 3 ones would be 10. Plus 20 plus 40, 60. So that would make a group of 10. So we would add 27 and 43. Why did we add those 2? What made 10? 7 plus 3. So we say 27 and 43 because 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now, if you're one of my smarties, you better be explaining your work, okay? If it asks you to explain, that means they want you to use your words, not just show the answer. All right, so it says Pablo loses the 29 card. Uh-oh. All right, so he loses the 29 card. We've already used 27 and 43, so we can cross those out. Pablo loses the 29 card. Taj picks 3 of the cards that are left. His cards have a sum less than 100. What are the 3 cards? Show how to find the sum by adding tens and ones. Okay, so we use 27 and 43 in number 4. We lost 29. So the cards that are left is 48, 34, and 35. Now let's go back and look at the problem. So Taj picks up those last three cards, and it says that his cards have a sum less than 100. So we are going to have to make sure that when we add these three parts that it makes a whole less than 100. Okay, and it says show how to find by adding tens and ones. So we are going to expand these numbers to the value of the digits. So 48, that would have a value of 40 plus 8. 34, what does 34 have a value of? 30 plus 4. And 35, what does 35 have a value of? 30 plus 5. All right. So let's add it all together. So I don't see two parts that can make a 10. So I'm going to start by adding 8 plus 4. I am in my ones place. Are you in your ones place? Good. All right. 8 plus 4 more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, and I can't forget to add my 5 ones. 12 plus 5. How many ones do I have in my ones place? I will have 17 ones. Now, I want you to keep it like this because we're going to put it all together in just a second. All right, and let's add our tens. So we have 4 tens plus 3 tens is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So 100 plus 17 equals 117. Did that work? No? So we're going to have to go back and look at some of the other options that we have. Okay, so Miss Mason was already trying to think ahead, thinking that we wouldn't need 27 or 43. So we know that 40 plus 34, 48 plus 34 plus 35 does not make a total less than 100. So we're going to have to try something else. Let's keep, I'm trying to think which number could I switch to make a whole that is less than 100? I want to keep 34 and 35. So I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to take 48 away. Take 48 away. And I am going to try to add a number that is smaller than 48. So let's see. I can't use 48. 48 was too large. So I have 34 plus 35. My options that I could use are 43 and 27. My number that I just used was 48. That had 4 tens. I think that is going to be too big. So I am going to try with 27. So 27 has a value of 20 plus 7. All right, now I'm going to add my ones again. Guys, if you are having to erase and try this again, that is okay. I had to do it too. Miss Mason thought I thought I had the correct answer, but I didn't, and that's okay. That makes me a good learner. I am willing to go back and try again to do the right way. So let's try this again. So 7 plus 4 would be 11. And I can't forget to add 5 more ones. 11 plus 5 would be 16 ones. Now I go to my tens place. 3 plus 3 is 6 tens. 6 tens plus 2 tens is 80. And if I put 80 plus 16 together, let's see, 80 plus 16, that is 10 plus 6. Would give me a whole of 96. So what 3 parts did I need to have a total less than 96? 27 plus 34 plus 35. All right, Smarties, we had to show a lot of work and we had to try things over again, but that's okay. Good learners do hard things. Good learners make mistakes. All right, number 6 says, explain how you decided which cards to use for problem 5. Check your answer by adding 2 numbers at a time. So Miss Mason jumped the gun. That means I did something before checking what came next. So what did we have to do to find that correct answer? We had to try different things, right? We started by adding 34, 35, and 48 together. It did not work. So we tried it with a different number. We kept 34 and 35. And then we decided to add 27. Smarties, this is part of learning. Making mistakes shows that you are a good learner. It shows that you're willing to try hard things. So even though this is challenging, I want you to remember that you are a smarty and you have a growth mindset. And good learners do hard things. Sometimes we get stuck in a learning pit. But look at all the amazing problem solving we did together. All right, Smarties, that is going to be it for today. We are not going to answer number 6 because we talked through that together. So you can put a big X through number 6. All right, Smarties, that is it for lesson 15. Remember, look for those ones that can make a 10. It makes your problem solving so much easier. All right, Smarties, that is it. Keep a growth mindset. Good learners do hard things, and I'll see you very soon with another lesson. Happy learning, Smarties.